During that time, and this was a big job I got involved with, during that time, the steel industry in Wales was going through a crisis, overcapacity. So there was big fighting going on between the various plants in Wales, between Port Talbot and Llanwern, between Trostre and Ebw Vale, and also there was Shotton in the north. So what was decided by the councillors was to have a West Wales Steel Development Committee. And I was going to be the secretary to that. And this would be the unions, councillors from all the local authorities in South Wales and things like that, you see. And one day it was agreed we would have reports were done and all sorts of things of that kind. And one day it was decided we were going to have to meet Lord Beswick, who was the guy in charge of making the decision as to whether Port Talbot was to have an £800 million expansion or it was going to go to other parts of the country. So we had a major rally, a whole trainload of steelworkers, union people, up to the House of Commons to meet the Minister in his department and to lobby the various MPs from West Wales. So I was with Rush, and I turned to Rush and said, have you been here before? No, he hadn't. He said, well, look, I'm an ex-member of Parliament. I can take you down to the members' bar, because you were allowed to do that, you see, as an ex-member. I don't know what they're allowed that to do now. Maybe the security has tightened up on bringing in people who are not members. But in those days, you could. And he came down, well, he was amazing. He paid for drinks, great. Following day back in the office, he was back to his old self, as if we'd been at war, you know. And on the way back of the train, Rod Aycock was there, we were sitting together. He turned to Rush, but he was trying to educate him, see. He knew what Rush was like, but Rush suited him. You know, he would decide what to do, and Rush would make sure that the whole county council did it Lord Aycock's way. It was perfect for Aycock. And I remember him telling Lord Aycock, telling Rush, Mr. Rush, he said, and Llew Aycock was in his 70s now. Mr. Rush, he said, remember, you be kind to people on the way up, because one day you will need them on your way down. And it was 7-8 years afterwards, he went on the way down, right? But he was trying to educate him in that way, you see. And I used to tell Lord Aycock, I used to go to his office, and his office had a window, and people could see who was in with him. And when Rush saw me in there, talking with Llew Aycock, he was parading the corridors, because he knew what was going on, wasn't he? He knew that I was talking about things, and I was planning other things with Llew Aycock, you see. And I used to tell Llew Aycock, look, I don't know what you're going to do, but he is impossible bad. You know, one day there's going to be a major blow up in your place. And 2 years afterwards, I then went to the education department. But right enough, later on, you know, one classic story about him. I wasn't part of this, but two classic stories. They planted daffodil bulbs, right? And the gardeners, and they weren't up on St. David's Day. Well, he called the head gardener in, went berserk with him, and told him to go to the market to buy some daffodils and put them in the ground, already flowered. You know, down to that level. Then there was another one with the official county council photographer. He saw a bird. He saw a bird on the windowsill of one of the offices from his window. So he shouted for the official photographer, who was in an office about 2 miles away. Well, by the time the guy there, the bird had gone, didn't he? Went bananas with him. You know, irrational things. But, I enjoyed myself with the research department, but what I detested was the way local government worked. committees, meetings. People in local government think if you're in a meeting, you're busy. The same went for the education department. Exactly the same thing. If you're in meetings, you're busy. And I used to tell people who I was very friendly with, look, listen, right, all you've got to do, have a file under your arm. You can walk around these corridors all day. Nobody will touch you because they think you are busy going somewhere with a file under your arm. And I know of many people who told me over the years, God, we've listened to that advice, and you know, it's true. Nobody used to ask us, and we were doing nothing. We were just going to see somebody else in an office. Crazy.